States has shown that while doing that, we can also reduce emissions without sacrificing innovation or economic growth or national security. And in fact, since 2007, our CO2 emissions from the energy sector alone have declined by 14.5%. And from the electric sector, we've seen a remarkable drop of over 28% since 2005. These achievements are a testament to the hard work and the dedication of American business and the communities striving for a cleaner, more sustainable future. We've also significantly improved air quality, reducing harmful air pollutants by almost 80% since 1970. And these milestones demonstrate that a commitment to environmental stewardship goes hand in hand with economic progress. However, heavy-handed government mandates would seek to destroy this progress, and a rush to a one-size-fits-all agenda has weakened our energy security and made us overly dependent on nations like China, the world's largest polluter. China is responsible for almost 30% of global greenhouse gas emissions, which is more than the entire developed world combined. And we cannot allow our energy future to be dictated by those who do not share our values. To truly lead in this space, we need a diverse energy portfolio that includes liquefied natural gas, hydropower, nuclear, clean coal. Last year, the House of Representatives passed legislation which was called the Lower Energy Cost Act, and it cut reliance on foreign energy sources like the Chinese dirty energy sources, but it promoted clean American energy. And I believe that we should continue, if we care about our world, if we care about our environment, to leverage the United States, the innovation that comes out of the United States, including nuclear and LNG. American natural gas has helped us reduce emissions more than any other nation, and we have the capacity to continue helping our allies reduce their emissions by exporting clean, reliable sources like LNG and nuclear. Additionally, while we bolster the nuclear capabilities through the Nuclear Fuel Security Act, this bipartisan effort will strengthen our domestic uranium production and reduce our dependence on foreign sources, as I previously mentioned, all while providing a significant portion of our carbon-free electricity. With the global demand for energy projected to double by 2050, we cannot afford to lose the production war to nefarious actors and to those who don't share in our values. As we engage with our international partners here at COP29, it's crucial to work together to promote solutions that prioritize energy security and environmental responsibility. And by leveraging the innovation that we see in the United States and elsewhere, I think we can do both. Thank you, and I'd like to turn it over to my colleague.
Thank you all very much. I'm Congressman Morgan Griffith. I represent the southwestern corner of the state of Virginia. And that district is heavily reliant in its economy on coal production and natural gas. Natural gas is coal bed methane. And while we need to work to have a cleaner industry to address climate change throughout the world, I don't think we've looked closely enough at new pollution control and emissions capture technologies. Our country has, the United States has, a great university research system. In my district, that's Virginia Tech. We're doing all kinds of research. Now, sometimes it's Virginia Tech research, sometimes it's other things that lead us to new ways to do things. In my district, there's a lot of coal bed methane. That's why natural gas is big there and has been for over 50 years. That said, we now have a company that is sucking the methane directly out of active mines, not just mining into seams that can't be mined, but active coal mines. I think that technology could go around the world. We also have a company that has flatbed filter technology that can, you tell them what kind of gas you want to pull out of whatever kind of factory you've got or just out of the air, and they can pull it out. There's lots of technology that's coming along, and I think we need to take a look at that. And the reason I feel that way is that an area that has natural resources should not be penalized because we're not looking at the opportunities to have a cleaner world and still use fossil fuels. My district has one of the least economies in the United States, but they're proud folks and they want to work. I think that's true for a lot of countries as well. And with technology, we can solve a lot of these problems without just banning fossil fuels. And that's why I'm here. I want to share these thoughts. I want to work for a cleaner America and a cleaner world. And I now yield to whoever's next. Mr. Balderson.
Thank you, Mr. Griffith, and thank you all for having us here. We're honored to be here. We sit on the greatest committee in Congress, which is the Energy and Commerce Committee, so it's great to be here with all of you and certainly my colleagues. I'm Congressman Troy Balderson. I represent the great state of Ohio, but more importantly, Central Ohio, which I got to throw a plug in for the Ohio SU number 2 Buckeyes because my colleague to my right is a Michigan guy. So I
don't know this person.
We're here, and we're glad to be here. And the part of Central Ohio that I represent is now becoming the largest facilities of data processing in the country now. And our energy demand has spiked. It's impacted our constituents with the cost of energy. We're losing the baseload energy that we so desperately need to operate these facilities. I also represent the Utica Shale facility, which is in the southeastern part of Ohio. So we're honored to be here today, and I turn it over to Mr. Obernolte from California.
Thank you very much. I'm Jay Obernolte from California. It's an honor to be part of this bipartisan delegation. In addition to my role on the Energy and Commerce Committee in Congress, I am also the co-chairman of the Fusion Energy Caucus. And the message that I'd like to deliver is that I am absolutely convinced it's impossible for us as a worldwide community to meet our climate change goals without nuclear. It's abundantly clear that the world abandoned fission energy production far too early, and that in retrospect, the environmental consequences of fission energy production were much lower than the consequences of continued reliance on fossil fuel for energy production. We have some very promising new technologies in small modular reactors and other next-generation nuclear technology that the United States stands ready to help the worldwide community in exploiting.
Voilà, madame, monsieur, merci parce que vous avez ensemble avec nous suivre déclaration délégation député Saok Soti au niveau congrès américain qu'elle représenté dans un sommet qu'a fait du côté de Pérou en Amérique du Sud et qui a parlé de questions énergie. Pour parlementaires, ça n'y a pas question pour ne pas utiliser ou bien pas travailler pour exploiter gaz qui gagne ici aux États-Unis, même si il y a des projets pour capable diminuer l'exploitation gaz si là, mais pas utiliser surtout côté qui gagne soit Texas, Virginia ou bien North Carolina, pas question pour parlementaire ça qui représenté parmi les délégations ça qui allait du côté de Pérou, côté que Joe Biden a bien pour prendre la parole jeudi. Nous espérons porter pour plus de détails concernant ce sommet ça qui a déroulé, côté que le chef d'État sortant américain a participé avec différentes délégations, c'était parlementaire là qui était représenté, que Pstars vous connaît, information n'est pas campé sur réseau ça, n'a pas suivre ça qui a passé puis pour que nous capables informer et résumer pour actualité dans toute dimension qui est nécessaire et que nous-mêmes nous capables. Merci pour fidélité. Espérez rejoindre un peu plus tard parce que nous allons partager avec vous certaines informations sportives juste après, mesdames et messieurs, présenter au Youth Corner parce que l'équipe nationale, sélection nationale de football, là, fait une grande victoire hier au dépend de l'équipe Sainte-Martine. Ça n'a pas vraiment fait le poids, mais l'équipe haïtienne a pulvérisé 8-0 hier soir et que deuxième sortie, c'est pour bientôt dans le cadre de double confrontation l'équipe haïtienne avec la formation Sainte-Martine, ça qui se compte la Hollande là, donc c'était une très bonne sortie pour l'équipe haïtienne qui est censée confirmer participation dans Gold Cup qui va gagner pour le fait ici aux États-Unis. Connaît dans les prochains jours activités sportives en pile ici aux États-Unis, la Coupe du monde des clubs, la Copa América, les Jeux olympiques, la prochaine Coupe du monde. You name it, you got it. Merci en pile. Allez.